Well, howdy do, buckaroos. I'm having my first pumpkin beer of this season, a Boulevard Funky Pumpkin, and I've got a reason for having this, but I'm going to set this beer down, let you look at the beer while I read just a little bit here. This isn't your typical take on pumpkin beer. Hints of cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, and ginger meet with a touch of tartness mellowed by barrel aging. We then brought the funk with Brettanomyces for complex out-of-sight beer. 5/8/28 are the numbers. This one is a Best Buy by 112 of 16, so I've got a heck of a good date on it. And one reason for buying it, well, it was only $7.97 a six-pack. That's a deal, and a beer whisperer do like himself a deal. So, those of you that know me, oh wow, that aroma is spectacular, know that I'm not necessarily a fan of pumpkin beers or sours. So why buy this? Well, again, I just said it was on sale. That's right. Well, also because I try to really expand myself as a beer geek. You know, I want to get out of my comfort zone. If I can't, how do I say this right? I want to understand how. I want to understand the style. I want to know if it's correct for the style. So even if it may not work for my particular set of taste buds, I want to understand a quality version of the style. Does that make sense to you? They do say on their, oh, that aroma is gorgeous. They do say on their website description of this beer that pumpkin is very light in it. And on the nose, it is a lot of spice. I certainly get a lot of allspice early on. And you can certainly tell that the Brett is in there on the nose. And oddly enough, I do believe I'm getting some pumpkin as well on the aroma. Oh. Whoa, wait. Wow. Wow. Boy, that just tightens at it. Tightens your sphincter up right in there. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of a surprise. Yeah, so bitch. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things. I really tried. I've been drinking a lot of this summer. I've been trying trying some gozes I hadn't had a lot of before. I've been trying a lot of Berliner Weisses. And as we get into the fall, I'll delve into some of the deeper barrel-aged sours. But I'm really trying to get a handle on this style. It's not one that I've been crazy about, and I've been pretty vocal about that. But like I said, even if I can't. If I can't get to where I really like it, I want to be able at least to say I appreciate it or know when I've tasted a good one, whether it works for my set of taste buds or not. There are some that say pumpkin beers are really just a showcase for fall spices. I don't think they're 100% wrong, but I think you can certainly make a case that if you take the pumpkin out altogether and just use the spices, you're going to know the difference. The pumpkin does add some flavor that you may not necessarily be detecting as pumpkin. It also adds something to the body of the beer, where if you were to take that out, you're going to notice something is missing. You may not necessarily detect it as pumpkin on the aroma or the flavor, but it does add some body and texture to the beer. And it does give something for the spices to hold on to. Otherwise, they tend to be, I've had some beers that don't have pumpkin, fall beers that just have the spices. And what happens to me is that I feel the spices are too sharp on the palate. And that pumpkin gives it something to hold on to. That's my particular opinion. Anyway, take that for what it's worth. The aromas are spectacular, and they even get better as I like to sit. I do get some pumpkin on the aroma, though, I shit you not. I do get a lot of that spice. I certainly get the allspice and cinnamon that they describe. The pumpkin is, oh wow, that's doing it to me again, man. You do get that pumpkin on the flavor a little bit. It's right in the middle, surrounded by all that spices, and then at the end, yeah, it just tightens up, man. It just sours you up. It just puckers you up. It just tightens that sphincter just like that. I can feel my asshole tighten as we speak. Damn. This may take a six-pack to get used to. No, I got to be honest with you, I don't hate it because it actually feels somewhat refreshing. I've got a 90-degree day here in the Ozarks today. This is Labor Day weekend here. I guess there too, wherever you are, it's still Labor Day weekend. I guess if you're in America anyway. but it is a beer that feels good in the summer, and I am getting to where I like some of these more. I've never been a fan of sour things. I don't like sour candies. I don't eat lemon drops. I don't eat warheads. I've never liked that sort of thing, but I am trying to acquire a taste, as it were, and there's been a few Berliner Weisses I've had this season I've really enjoyed. And this one actually is interesting, and it certainly fits as an early fall beer, because the sour does add to that summer refreshment, like a nice glass of lemonade. So hey, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer, and we'll talk to you later.